our comic book news and comic book reviews segment of the podcast. I'm going to be talking about the comic book stories that have come across my desk. I don't have a desk.
I was gonna say.
I have a desk, but
You got a desk?
Yes,
Not here.
it's in the
full of just dried up semen.
It's not dry.
It's fat desk.
It looks like this wax.
The knuckle bunker.
It's not.
It just looks like wax.
Yeah, like House of
We're gonna
Wax,
use that one.
where whatever. It's an old movie. Anyway, guys.
Oh, it's the comics.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Speaking of Boo. Damn it! All right, that's not a good segue. But anyway, I just want to say that. Anyway, Garrett Ennis is coming out with a new comic.
What's it called?
Let me get to it. God damn. All right. It is called Majora Farragus. Farragus? Yeah, there you go. It's coming out, I believe, with Dark Horse. There isn't that much news surrounding it as of late, other than just that it is, Garrett is coming out with a new comic.
What has he done before that people might know him from?
He has written several critically acclaimed Punisher stories. He wrote Preacher. So
okay.
So yeah, those are his two notable accomplishments. Once you see those, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More so Preacher.
Yeah, Preacher. I started with Preacher, but I wanted to start with Punisher because that's where I ran into him. But anyway, yeah. And the only other news that's happening is that I just got some release dates for some really cool fucking comics that are coming out later on. Wow, it's potty mouth, right? I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't be cursing so much. All right.
Taking your beer away from me.
Thank you. All right. Jonas and the Unpossible Monster. It has a release date. It's coming out March 3rd. Ultra Mega is going to be released on March 17th. And I believe there's one more. Yeah, Berserker. Berserker is coming out in March as well. Now, they haven't confirmed their actual date, but those three comics, 2 from Image, and 1 from Boom Studios, is all set to come out this year. So if you haven't pre-ordered it at your local shop, please do so. I cannot stress enough how awesome these comics are, shaping up to be. Great talents, and I can't fucking wait. That's and then the other thing that I want to talk to you guys about, which is something that I wanted to turn to the table. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it by now. It's made its rounds on the interwebs. They've got their trailer release, and they've released some pretty weird-looking screenshot photos that would appear to be mashup of Marvel's supervillains with other supervillains called Heroes Reborn 2021.
Yeah, that show sucked.
No, not those Heroes Reborn. That show was garbage.
I know.
Ugh, what were they thinking? Anyway,
What makes you think this is going to shape up any better?
Obviously because it's Marvel.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Keep going.
All right.
Well, who they got on the lineup? What are their
Okay.
ideas?
What is this? What are they?
Okay, so essentially the premise of this story is, or as far as we know from the trailer, Blade has woken up in a universe where the world has never had the Avengers. The characters are present, but they have never gone through their defining moments that led to bring this team together. Captain America died in World War II. Iron Man never got trapped in a cave. Carol Danvers is not Captain Marvel. Thor is some drunken, whatever.
What's the difference? I thought it was supposed to be different.
It's Ultimate Thor without the mythology behind
He
it.
fights from time to time.
Just got no
In a
hammer.
bar?
He's got no hammer.
Yeah, in a bar.
Yeah.
Oh, he got the hammer.
Oh.
Yeah, I always got the blick in the trunk. But yeah, and this universe is somehow headed up by all the baddies who seem to be weird mixed versions of each other. A lot of the Marvel people have been releasing like screenshots of these weird concoctions. I think one of them is Wanda and a mixture of Wanda and the Phoenix, Another one is Doom.
Talk about overpower.
I know, right?
They just give the Phoenix to everything. Like, does the Phoenix care? Does it have like
The Phoenix is a whore.
standards?
The
Phoenix is a whore.
Whoa. The
Wolverine
Phoenix-
had it. Wanda had it.
Black Panther.
Every X-Men had it.
I mean, everyone also was an Avenger at one point, so like,
That's fair.
yeah.
So yeah, the synopsis as follows is I believe Blade is supposed to be at least our leading character in this story because I believe he's hunting vampire Thanos. Why?
Who had like
What?
the Infinity Rings?
Yeah, I don't understand.
What vampire got close enough
No, honestly,
to do that?
honestly, it probably wasn't. They didn't get close to. He got close to them.
You think Thanos is gonna let some bloodsuckers suck his soul? He probably got some like weird amulet. To
Well,
turn
if
into a vampire.
anything changed about the mythos for Thanos, it's he yearns for death. So why would he become something that can't die?
I'm
Because
pretty sure. I'm
he's
pretty
dead.
sure. I'm pretty sure he just took it because like I want to see what it's like. You know,
To be
like,
dead,
so-
but not
Like
dead.
he just wanted to try meth.
Yeah, like Thanos just wanted to try. He wanted to try have his. I want to try meth moment, you know, and that was vampirism. So yeah, in this future, we don't have our classic Avengers setup, and we are dealing with heroes that Marvel has kind of like shuffled around. They certainly exist, but they're not like our mainstay heroes.
I want to be for real. I didn't recognize a single fucking soul
I
other than Blade.
One of them looks
Look at
like
the picture.
Wonder Woman.
yeah. Let's
Like
see.
looks like black, like Wonder Woman in a black and gold outfit.
Yeah, I thought when I first saw that it was the Injustice League from Earth whatever with Owlman and Wonder Woman had that black leotard.
Yeah.
I thought that's what we were looking at.
It's because the artist Ed McGuinness I think he actually drew that arc for Batman Superman where they did fight the Injustice
They
League.
used this tag
So-
before in '96 and '97.
Yeah, it's a that's what I
Reoccurring,
Yeah.
like a
2021.
like
always
a
keep
Sprite
doing
remix.
They're reborn.
They're reborn, redukes, reborn, re-up.
The one that caught my eye was Victor Von Juggernaut.
Yeah,
Dr. Doom.
Victor Von Jugs.
Victor Von
That
Jack.
shit looked ridiculous.
That's
Yeah.
a that's a dummy thing. Like
Like,
how do
what
you
is the
fight
point?
that? How do you fight that?
Like
You
why?
you don't like,
No.
run away. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give up.
There's a ton. It seems to be like a ton going on. The only thing that's not clear right now with this is whether it is a mini issue like a 6 or a 12, but something. The scale they're trying to hype this to, you know, it seems like it could very well go into a 12. Details are not that sparse right now. Hell, by the time I'm done recording this, there might actually be an
Be a
article
whole ass issue
update.
out.
You know, they're not close to coming out yet. But I mean, like, as far as like more information on how the length of this event.
Yeah.
But it seems like an attempt to either. Some people are speculating on Twitter that this is an attempt to either reshuffle like some properties in the universe, maybe shake some things up. Some people have called it the equivalent to, you know, or Marvel's answer to Future State, if you will. I don't think it's that far.
Or Dark Knight Metal.
What?
Or Dark Knight Metal.
Or something. I don't know. I hope not.
That's a dumb to try to compete with that.
Yeah, like you.
Like to use that to compete with Dark Knight Metal.
I
That's
want
a little.
we
That's
need
a
to
little dumb.
compete
Whose
with
homeboy
that
looks like
stupidity.
Etrigan?
Huh?
Whose homeboy looks like Etrigan?
Your guess is as good as mine, friend. I don't know. To be honest, I'll be honest with you right now. I have a base idea, but I don't really know who this new team is that's supposedly Marvel's heroes at this point in time. All I know is that this just seems like an opportunity for Marvel to do something different. Maybe throw some stuff at give them a chance to back up a little bit and throw some stuff at the wall. You know, see what sticks.
That makes me wonder though, is this gonna be are this gonna be another universe?
Yeah.
Like so they're doing another Ultimate kinda? Like this is gonna be
Well,
a separate thing?
they've hinted at bringing back the Ultimate timeline. It actually is back. The Ultimate Universe is back.
Oh,
Yeah, like, as far as I know, the Ultimate timeline is like mixed in right now, like because Blue Marvel is here. He popped up in the Doom comic a little bit. So
I thought they just kind of refugee them out of their universe into the mainline
Yeah, either way, they just take what works and they. Yeah, so that's what I'm feeling is the case. We'll see what's going on here. I really do hope that the way the trailer made it seem is that Blade is the lead character. So I do hope that maybe that's the case. Maybe they don't drop that because whoever this other team of superheroes is, like they're on the cusp of my tongue. I just don't know their names. I don't know their names.
It's the same here, but I'm not going to rack my brain over. I can figure it out later.
Like. It's right there.
They've been around before.
Yeah, I've seen them before, but that's just what Marvel has in store. And as far as I'm concerned, that is the comic book news. More on that when we have more details. And in fact, but before I close before that, how do you guys feel about like this, like based on what you've seen from the trailer? Do you think it's gonna be a watch or something they'll go with for a while?
I want to approach it with an open mind. It's really easy to get something like this and go, oh, it's not canon, oh, it's not status quo, and brush it off. But looking at it and seeing how they're mixing things up, I saw in the picture on the bottom, they had, I believe that was Mephisto. You really don't see too much of him doing anything. And the fact that he's on the cover might show that he has something to do with this, and it would put a bit more emphasis on that aspect of his character. We haven't seen him in a little bit. I'm more excited than off-put about it.
Yeah, like I'm just interested, I guess, because it's shaking things up. Trying to see what's going to happen and see what they do with these characters. Most of us they might as well just be brand new characters.
I know, right?
No one remember
there's
anything
variety,
about them.
everyone's
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah, exactly. There's not a whole bunch of
everyone's Spider-Man. There you go. That's better.
We don't see another Iron Man. We don't see a lot of like copycats everywhere. There seems to be their own character, superhero names.
Yeah, for better or worse.
Yeah. So hopefully, I'm hopeful. So yeah, that's pretty much I can say about it until we see more.
The only thing that I kind of got, I don't understand why Blade.
That's
like,
a good question.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, it is weird.
What is the tie-in to that? Why is Blade the only one that can remember the Avengers? Why is Blade there to begin with? I get maybe they want to give him a new story, but
Push the movie that's coming out.
it's still
so
a weird
far off.
arc to throw Blade in the middle of it, unless it's got some overlaying arc with Dracula that maybe he
And
caused
it's not the
something
first
to
time.
happen.
Well, they redid Marvel Zombies, and it already wrapped up. You know how entertaining that was. Blade was in there too,
Yeah.
so it might be them trying to ease Blade into the eye of the Marvel reader right now, but they don't have the cojones to put him in the main line, so they put him in all these what if stories.
Mm.
I'll put it like this. I think this happened because I think I kind of talked about this when I started reading Avengers like early last year, around like issue 20, or was it? It's either 20 or 15, but they actually made Blade a member of the Avengers at that time. So since then, from 2019, Blade has been an Avenger thus far.
Where is he at?
He's in the Avengers books that I'm not reading because
Okay.
I'm
He's
not.
just around.
I just don't like. I mean, he's an Avenger. He's with them. He's doing the stuff. But I like I said, I'm
He's
not
parking the car.
Whoa, easy now. This is
He's
easy.
the maintenance man.
You think him and Cyborg are in a Facebook group chat talking about we should have around here?
Complaining about Joss Whedon.
He's like, hey man, let's go on a drink. He's like, hey man, I got kids. All right, talk to you later.
Who invited this guy?
It's weird. But yeah, I don't know why Blade. I'm certainly not complaining that it is Blade. We'll just, I guess we'll just have to see. If it's not up to code and it is just like another vehicle to get people to pay attention and then move them along.
We gon' shit on it.
Exactly, 100%.
Now, I think Blade as a character, he needs a change.
Yeah.
You can't have this guy just revolve around vampires.
Right,
He's
because
so
vampires-
one note.
And it's not just that, he's still the same persona that we've seen since Blade the movies.
Right.
Because they literally,
Yeah.
Wesley Stein has taken over that character. It's basically him. He needs a revamp, and not just the weird hair. Remember that weird haircut they gave him that one time?
Still pretty sick.
The side cut thing with the arrows.
I'm with it.
Mm,
That's good.
Look, you've had this your whole life. You wouldn't understand.
shut up! You just got on board.
That's why I'm telling you. You
You act
wouldn't
like I
understand.
haven't had any other haircuts. You haven't seen me anywhere.
How long?
Hmm?
It's over a decade.
So?
You wouldn't understand.
Okay.
Ladies. Anyway.
Come do my man's hair.
So, yeah, I feel the same way about Blade. I don't know why he gets just shoehorned into this vampire stories. Like, yeah, him being a vampire is a sign of his character, but that doesn't mean he can't take on the hand. Doesn't
Right.
mean he can't. I mean, he's also a martial artist. He's a fucking expert swordsman. Him being a vampire doesn't mean he can't just
Not deal with vampires. He
Yeah.
can do anything else.
Yeah, he has super strength. He has all the abilities a vampire has with that.
He has all their strengths. He has all their strengths.
None of their
like,
weaknesses.
I might be wrong, but does Marvel have a Justice League Dark type of?
They had the Avengers. They had the
Secret
Dark
Avengers
Reign.
and Dark
Yeah, they had
Avengers.
that Dark Reign Avengers where Norman Osborn was Iron Man. And
Oh, yeah. No, but
that's
they
the
can
closest
have.
they ever got.
I mean,
They
if
don't
they're gonna go with some supernatural thing, like you can line him up with all the other supernatural-esque Marvel characters
Yeah.
and
I'm
do
surprised.
something with that. I mean,
I'm surprised they haven't done anything like that. It's like
Or maybe it's that everyone's just tied up with so much stuff happening. There's no place for Blade and random Rose Gallery that would make sense for the character.
Or I wouldn't care if you slingshot the character to space and made him fight aliens. Like that's
Space vampires,
just
do it.
Switch him up. You know, if you can find a reason to make Venom a space cop, you can find something else for Blade.
he was a space cop.
Yeah, Agent Venom.
Agent Venom.
I thought he was just an
The
agent.
whole, like,
Mm.
oh, before this is like he
Wheelchair.
went to with the guard before he got tangled up with the Guardians of the Galaxy. He was in space and he had a whole space cop look. It's like, okay, whatever. So anyway, like I said, open book for me. I just hope that this is more of a mainstream push for him. If the rumors are true and he's after Vampire Thanos, then it would seem that they're trying to open him up to take bigger avenues, bigger threats. I'm always down with that. So I guess we'll just see if the story doesn't suck.
Do you think Blade can stands a chance against Thanos,
I mean,
vampire or not?
Never.
I mean, if
Never.
you, I'll put it
One-on-one?
like this. If you can put Hawkeye and Black Widow in the same room as Thanos, let alone the same film, I don't see a problem with prompting the idea that Blade is somehow a comparable match to go at least hunt the guy. I'm not saying they're gonna like slug it out like Superman in the middle of Metropolis, but I mean, like, if he could sneak up on him from behind, like, why not at least?
Some Jason Silver into his big scrotum neck.
Yeah.
Like outwit him, maybe. You know
What?
Outwit him.
You
Like
couldn't outwit the IRS.
Whoa, that's nice.
Got him.
he is what.
What's the difference?
He just said it.
It's true.
That's right. Fair enough. That's all I got for comic book news, guys. That's all I got. And now I'm moving on to comic book reviews.
Yay! Let's get
These fucking finger guns, man.
let's get the mud out the way.
I
told you.
They're fucking contagious.
I wanted to stop.
Get the mud out the way. Let's get the fucking mud out the way.
All right.
I thought you said you didn't read that.
I did read it.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
No, you
Mister
didn't read that.
who doesn't read anything,
I
who
read the comic.
lies to us.
You
You're
don't
gonna
read
tell us what we do and don't read around here.
He can't even read his social security number.
Damn, that's all right. Relax.
Alright. It's a hot slam, dog. Turn.
I just don't know what to say to you sometimes.
Top Slam's got me going up.
So hot.
Dark Detective number 2.
see.
More of Batman and his situation unraveling in.
Okay, you know what Batman feels like? Oh, do you want to finish explaining?
Yes,
I'm
this
sorry,
is,
go ahead.
this is a
sorry.
review section. I'm gonna
I'm
review.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I love the spicy commentary, please. But yeah, this is just another entry into the dark detective what the fuck ever. I'm gonna help you out real quick because I'm gonna say this: Dan Mora, he makes this book like readable. I know, I feel bad every day. I pick up my backpack one day. I'm like, what the fuck? You never heard the comics. I broke the rule. So either way, you know,
now we get to hurt you.
you've been hurting me.
Good.
I'll save you some trouble. Dan Mora makes this book look really good, but Dan Mora worked on a lot of books this year, so there's far more interesting ones. This is here's the thing right here. Also featuring the Red Hood. There you go, right there. You skip all these pages right here, and then you go to this wonderful story, and you will have a Red Hood story that is written by Joshua Williamson. And
don't go over it so fast, because the Batman section, it still was entertaining in its own right. It did have some pretty funny moments in there.
Okay.
It was still a good and fun read.
Okay, but like, okay, here's the thing. All I can sell you on is the artist. If you're a Batman stan, and obviously I bought this book, so it's not like it's a complete just like, you know, I bought this just to like shit on it. There's a lot, like I said with the first issue, there's stuff in here that if you are a tried and true Batman stan, there's enough in here for you. And that's more of the same for this book. If you care about where this story is going, despite its many like just omittance of information, like stuff that just probably shouldn't be gone over so fast. Hell, I'm not even gonna judge it that much. If you like Batman and you like where Future State's been giving so far with him, this is gonna be this is gonna be another hit for you. However, the gold nugget for me is the Red Hood book at the end. All right, I think this is, the art is fucking it's kinetic and it's beautiful, just as beautiful as the title character's art, and I would recommend.
It's a little bit more minimalistic though.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with that. Simple is good. Like, they got their point across. The colors are vibrant, the environments are minimal, but it still gets its point across.
Yeah, I feel like it is minimalistic, but it's also it's stylistic too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And
It feels like more fun.
Yeah.
And I love when DC lets their artists have more fun. So yeah, if you're into the Batman stuff, Dark Detective, this is more of the stuff for you. If you like it, if you don't, I mean, that's also okay. It's there. Let's see.
No.
The other history of the DC universe. I have to say that if you are not used to the way that this particular Black Label story is being told, John Ridley is a really, really, really good writer. I did not get a chance to read the first one, but I did read this one, and I was just as.
Which one is this one? The second one?
This is book 2.
Okay.
I was just as compelled by it, and I thought that it's a long read. It's a long read, and it's very slow, and there's a lot, and I want to stress this enough. There are a lot of paragraphs in here.
It's all
there's way more paragraphs in here than art whatsoever. And I will say this: it is worth the read. If you manage to get through it, and you're somebody who likes, and you're someone that likes introspection into the DC universe. And you're someone that likes introspection into the DC.
You're like, I could probably, whoa.
Man, it's like they don't have enough page. They started using my man's sleeve.
There actually is one panel that bothers me, and I mean, like, the rest of the stuff is fine. Let me find this shit.
Oh my god.
And I mean, this one really bothers me. Like, the rest of the stuff is fine. I mean, it's a lot of words.
It's a lot. Like, okay, it's good as a short story.
Short?
Like,
Nothing
a
about
short.
this shit is short.
No, I'm just saying, like,
This right here kills me. You know that shit is gonna crop. Why would you put that there?
So,
That's from the heart, bro. That's from the heart.
You know they're gonna cut that. Why would you do that?
they literally.
Why would you do this?
Or put it down.
Don't ever do this again. This is putting words right to cut. What?
It's got enough. They're tiny as fuck.
There are more than enough spaces you could have put that. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. This is more of a memoir walkthrough of two characters' lives. A guide to how shitty, and how different the DCU looks from the side of these lesser-known black superheroes who, a common theme here is they are getting the shafts. They are clearly not taken as serious or as respected as their white counterparts. If that sounds like a bummer for you, I know you're gonna want to skip out on this one. But I mean, if you manage to get through the labyrinth that is these words in some pictures, hear me out.
Oh god.
John really knows what he's doing. And by the time you get to the end of it, you will learn a little bit more about this history and about these. It's like an unsung heroes version of a superhero comic book. It's sad, it makes you mad a little bit, but it's like, how? Like, this is, I don't know. I feel it's just as important to see that. And I don't know if it has something to do with them, like, trying to have this Black History Month, like, it's
Oh yeah, I just realized. Yeah, you're kind
you
of.
know, I don't know if that's why they're kind of like
Quota.
launching these.
Oh, let's get it out of the way right now before
Quota.
February.
They had this one on the burner. They were like February 1st. Wham! There you go, bro.
Like it is unlike anything. I'll put it like this: it is more Black centric and unlike anything I've ever read from DC.
Mm-hmm. It's raw as hell, and
It's really raw.
I love how they don't cut corners and tell you how much of a problem
Right.
this is and how long it's been.
How long it's been going on?
Like,
Like Jesus, they don't miss a detail.
But its presentation.
Its presentation is very mixed media, very like experimental, and it's not always like the best choice for some of these pages. I'll just say that right now.
Like I can't. Like I read the first one because I was gonna say, okay, I'm gonna read 1 and 2. No biggie, right? Man.
You were the first one. You didn't have your walking shoes on. You worked outside with flip flops and shorts. You got calluses on your toes, and you're like, man, you know what? I trudged through it, but that was pretty good. You opened the second one up, and you realized the same journey was being set up, and you probably closed it and on about your day.
You gave me a lot of credit because I didn't even get past the first one.
Fuck, bro.
I was close. Like I kept going. Like, okay. Cause it's like I'm like it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I just got done with my homework finally, so I'm finally getting to the comics. And this was like I only had these two and Batman, the Dark Detective, whatever. So I started reading these two. Dank Detective. So I'm like reading. I'm like, oh, okay. It's getting late. I looked at it's 5. I'm reading. It's 6. Oh my god.
Page 3.
Yes, exactly. Like, cause I'm reading, I'm reading out loud. I'm getting to the characters and stuff, but it's hard. And I'm like, but I hate the fact I'm zooming in because the words are so fucking small. Look at that shit. That's ridiculous.
I should take
My
those
eyes
magnifying
hurt.
glasses off.
They don't work apparently. I need to get the fucking binoculars.
Hey, are you done?
Okay, but beyond that, it's good, and I would love to see this animated. Something. This I don't want this to go away because it's great.
Do it like BET did Black Panther and animate that.
If BET could take the reins and do like I don't care if it was like that.
BET.
Where else is anyone gonna watch this? Let's see.
Anyway, like
HBO Max.
yeah,
All right, okay,
Got him.
all right.
you're actually watching that.
It's like it's a worthwhile read, and like I said, John really is a pretty decent writer. He knows what he's doing. He's not wasting his time with the series, although the medium does make some of that hard to get through. Because like I said, it is like a labyrinth to get through. Like it's a lot of circular spirals, a lot of words.
And it's weird because I kind of like it too. I kind of like how big he places the paragraphs and stuff, which is cool.
There's a lot of it.
And I'm like, where's the dialogue? I miss dialogue.
Every bit of that double page issue is utilized. It's a lot.
Even the crease.
Even the crease. Even the fucking crease. All right, moving on.
Yes.
This one's gonna be short and sweet. I know because I'm the only one who read.
Look, it doesn't matter. It's the same reason why we don't talk about
Are we not watching?
Anything Donny Cates is writing right now because it's a
Right.
banger.
Before
It's a
you
banger. What's gonna be said?
before you pick that up, did no one read We Live?
That wasn't on the list.
It wasn't.
It was in the recommends.
Oh,
Well, I don't.
it's
I
got
did.
good.
It was good.
It was good. It was
Yeah, it
sad
was
as
amazing.
fuck.
Also, would you like to give a short little?
We've sucked the dick of We Live for the last
True.
5. For the last 4. Yeah.
You
4
already know what it
issues.
is. You already know what it is.
Yeah.
Fair.
If you're not reading it, go read it. Do yourself that favor.
This one reinvigorated me. Just when I think the story is getting predictable, it fucking just
It flips you on your head right again.
yeah.
Did you play the song? The songs.
Man, I ain't playing no song.
They're good.
No, I got it. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Because I read them at work. And
okay.
Same. I carry my little backpack now. People ask me, "What's the backpack for?" Like, that's none of your business. That's my comics.
Why don't you do this? What's backpack for? Oh.
And they all disperse.
All right. Department of Truth number 5. More conspiracy theories. James Tywin, Simmons. This is another deep dive, another conspiracy. All I can say is that this needs some kind of TV show treatment. Like,
oh please, yes.
Like, this needs some kind of Netflix. You need to get that team behind Dark Mirror. Somebody.
No,
like,
even give it to Hulu. I don't care.
Give it to Hulu. I'll pay for the commercials. But this needs some kind of like live action treatment because it pains me to say the medium of comics does not reach as far as I like it to, as much as something that people can watch.
You say the medium of literature as a whole.
Sure. But if this were to get that treatment of something that people can watch, like, it could go places. I love where this story's going. It's really good. It's got a solid story. Such a simple idea, such a simple premise, but so many ways to expand on it. If you're not reading Department of Truth, you should probably start soon. It's really, really, really good. And we got here.
Yay!
Post Americana number 2. Steve Skurrock, Dave Stewart, Image Comic. I did not read the first issue of this series.
I did.
But, having said that, only reading issue 2, I am completely submersed in this world. It's dirty, it's bloody, it's fucking ugly, but it's beautiful at the same time. It kind of makes me think about Metalocalypse. If you're a big fan of like that show like I was, this will certainly please your eyeballs. I can't stress enough, they get really into the fucking meats and potatoes here.
I love how dirty everyone is. Like, there's no pretty people in here.
Yeah.
Which is really nice because it really shows.
For America Chavez.
Yeah.
You know though.
I also like the commentary, and it's kind of there, the consumerism and stuff, and the, you know, how people like that whole death cult and everything, but how they still have like parties, like
we're having sales, and we're doing this,
exactly,
blah, blah, blah.
like,
and then like at that page where he talks about, what you tell them it took me to get these fuckers in the same place, like like this is
calls I have to make,
how many fucking calls I have to make, like this is, I don't know, this is a fun book. Mm-hmm. It's fun, it's bloody, it's very mature. I'm super into it. Please, when you get time, check this one out. And that goes for you guys too. Post Americana number 2.
Awesome. I don't know why I want to keep saying Americana.
I don't know, but that's something you have to work out.
That's what it says.
No, Americana. No, I say Americano, not Americana.
Yeah.
I keep saying Americana.
And the last one I have is Strange Adventures number 8. We kind of covered this one in the first couple of issues, but this is one worth talking about. Tom King, Mitch Gerard, Evan Schreiner. These guys
great.
Are literally killing it. It's,
you know what? Remember Heroes in Crisis?
Yes, I do remember Heroes in Crisis.
This shits on it. It's kind of a similar premise.
I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah. It's starting to get there. That turn is upon us. So where we learn about who is who, and I missed the last issue before this, and I'm tempted to go back and read it now because after reading this issue, some people's intentions are starting to be laid a little bit bare in this issue.
The seams are starting to break.
The seams are starting to break. People are starting to not be what I thought they were, and the one thing that's shining true to me is that Mr. Terrific needs a series after this. He absolutely needs one. This is a fantastic book, and this has been a fantastic evolution for his character so far. And I love, for some reason, Tom King has taken it upon himself to show that Terrific is I dare say, better detective.
Equal to Batman.
Yes.
If not better in some areas.
He's always on the job. right there, right ahead of time, 2 minutes ahead of time. He's there.
The dialogue they have between each other, it's almost like they're really good friends that don't get enough time to mingle because they're always busy.
And having read the other history of the DC universe, and then reading this book and seeing the relationship that Michael has to the rest of the DC heroes,
Yeah, that makes.
I'm like, this makes perfect sense now. That relationship makes sense to me. So I don't know, guys. I can't speak as much praise that I already have about Tom King and this series, Strange Adventures. But if you're not reading it, you need to start. There are only 8. There are 8 issues in of a 12. Please get on it. It's absolutely fantastic. You will not be disappointed.
You don't even need to know who Adam Brashear is, because you won't care, even while you're reading it.
I don't
It's that
care.
good.
I'm 8 issues in. I still don't care. But
You gotta read the book that you missed. There was this really great scene where the artistry changes while this guy's being interrogated, and it snaps right back when it's done. And it's really cool to look at that.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'll go back and read issue 7. Having said that, I am done with comic book reviews. And that is the end of the podcast.
You're right. Yeah.
So, if this is your first time tuning in, please go ahead and follow us on Instagram and Twitter under Thirsty Nerds. You can follow me under Arsumo on Instagram and Twitter.
You can follow me at Waifu Record on Twitter.
You can follow me at King K Thirsty on Twitter and on Instagram.
You can find me at just_uno on Instagram and just1_beats on Twitter.
Yes. And just let you know, like, when you get a chance, make sure you like, subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube and everything, links down below to our to links to our stuff.
Check out the other videos too while we're at it.
Yeah, why don't you watch that Underworld movie that we uploaded?
And we are going to be doing some changes to the podcast coming up soon. We're going to be trying some new stuff. Let us know what you guys like, what you guys don't like, improvements, anything you guys think we can do better, anything you guys would like to see us cover, talk about. Leave it down in the comments and let us know.
Yes. Otherwise, like normal, until I know, I will be in your DC fan subsections. I will be in there
trolling the alleyways,
watching from the shadows, waiting to see that one opinion that I can shit on.
Come see me in Guilty Gear Strive and then fighting herds.
But yes, guys, changes are coming, and we feel really good about it, and we're ready to start taking this to the next level. And we want you guys to be here for our evolution. It's really important to us. We've been doing this for a while, and we're ready to show you that we care a little bit, not too much.
Because once you care too much, you're giving yourself.
Exactly, and we're too cool. So,
all right,
hold the line.
hold the line.